SpaceX officially closed its $60 billion Cursor acquisition to supercharge Grok. Z.ai launched GLM 5.3, built for coding and cyber defense. OpenAI gave ChatGPT memory of your computer activity, and Matic added voice and gesture control to its robot. Here's today's AI news. SpaceX has officially closed its $60 billion acquisition of Cursor, folding the coding assistant team into SpaceX AI to help build out Grok, Grok Build, Grok Bot, and the Grok API. The deal builds on a partnership from earlier this year that already gave Cursor direct training access to xAI's Colossus GPU supercluster, so the two companies have effectively been converging for months. It comes just days after SpaceX AI and Cursor jointly shipped Grok Bot in beta, and released Grok 4.6, which now scores level with GPT 5.6 Solmax on the Artificial Analysis Intelligence Index, behind only Anthropic. Staff have reportedly been told the Cursor brand itself will likely be phased out over the coming months as it merges fully into SpaceX AI, so this may be one of the last times you hear the name used independently. Z.ai has launched GLM 5.3, a new model it's positioning as built for coding and ready for cyber defense, using the same 743 billion parameter base model as GLM 5.2, but with much deeper post-training. Every reported gain comes purely from that extra training, not a bigger model, and it shows most on the longest, hardest tasks. Terminal Bench 3.0 jumps from 4.6 to 28.3. and cybersecurity performance on CyberGym reaches 84.5%. It's available now through the GLM coding plan and Z-code, with open weights following in around 2 weeks once Z.ai finishes its safety evaluation. Squeezing this much extra capability out of post-training alone, without retraining the base model, is a genuinely efficient way to keep shipping gains. OpenAI has given ChatGPT a new feature called Computer History, which lets it remember your activity across the apps and websites you use on your Mac, so future conversations need less explaining. Once you opt in, it builds a timeline of your work, and ChatGPT can answer things like what you were debugging yesterday without you re-explaining the context. It's off by default, you choose exactly which apps and websites contribute, and it's rolling out now to pro, business, and enterprise users, with the EU, Switzerland, and the UK following shortly. It's a similar idea to what OpenAI devs separately showed for Codex, giving both consumer ChatGPT and developer tools the same kind of persistent working memory. Matic has added Cues, voice and gesture control to its home cleaning robot after raising $115 million and spending 9 years building what it calls the world's first genuinely intuitive home robot. Point at a mess and say, "Hey Matic, clean this," and the robot hears you, sees where you're pointing using its 5 onboard cameras, locates the spot in 3D, and goes and cleans it on its own. Wake word detection happens entirely on the device, so ambient sound never leaves your home, though the actual voice commands are sent to Google's Gemini API to be understood. It's rolling out to every existing Matic robot as a free software update, no new hardware required.